I am fresh faced. I just have my brows on and I put my Victoria Beckham primer on. So let's go ahead and piece in these different products onto the face. So let's start with the first product. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. It retails for $34, and it says that it's a breakthrough multi-use highlighting serum that hydrates and visibly reduces the look of hyperpigmentation for a dewy, reflective glow, and it does it all without mica, glitter, or gray cast. This is supposed to just be a dewy finish without any reflective pigment. So it is for all skin types with concerns when it comes to dryness and dullness in the skin. Now, what I have heard is that it's wonderful on its own, but it's even better when you take a couple of these drops and you put them inside your foundation. So I'm gonna do is put half of this on my face just on its own, and then I'm going to add a couple drops to my foundation and put it on this side to see what it looks like. The consistency is a nice jelly-like texture. It smells so good. It reminds me of watermelon Jolly Ranchers. It's like candy, it just smells great. All right, so here we go. Put it on this side of the face here. I've only tried this on the back of my hand, and I loved that it had a reflective dewy-like quality to it without being shiny with, shimmers. So this feels nice and hydrating. It's like a gel serum, so you can feel the texture when it lays down on the skin. I'm curious to see how it relaxes into the skin, but it feels very hydrating. So I grabbed my Givenchy Teinte Couture Everwear 24-hour satin finish. It's one of those foundations I don't reach for as often because it's more on the dry side for my skin type, which I'm combination dry. So I wanted to add some hydration to this and see if I can get more wear out of this foundation. I absolutely love this foundation, but I've recently replaced it with the Clé de Peau matte foundation because the Clé de Peau is just so good. So I'm gonna see if I can get some more wear out of this by adding some drops to this and get some more dewiness to my dry skin. I'm going to open this up here. 2 pumps. We'll add maybe a half a pump of this here. So I read that this has B3 in it for antioxidant protection. It has the watermelon, which will help with hydration and dewiness. And it also has hyaluronic acid so that it anchors moisture into the skin, making sure that's nice, dewy, and plump. All right. I could already feel how much more hydrating this foundation is. I apologize for my light. It is changing because I use natural light and there is some storm clouds moving around above me. So you're gonna see some variation in light in this video. That's like the beauty and the pain about using natural light is it gives you the most honest color read and texture when it comes to the products I use, but I can't control what the weather's doing. Right, this feels really, really good on the skin with this. It's makes the foundation richer as well and a little bit more fuller coverage. Right, I grabbed my beauty blender here and I'm just gonna tap this onto the skin. Wow, it just kind of blurs and softens texture on the skin. This foundation is good, but it would settle a bit into my pores and fine lines and dryness around my face. And this is just kind of keeping it from settling. It gives kind of a filter type of look to the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and put the foundation on top of the serum. I've let this serum sit for a little bit and see how it looks with layering instead of mixing it into the foundation. Go ahead and tap this on top. I'm curious if it's going to give me a different finish, being that the product is not mixed in to the foundation, if it'll lay a little different here. Right, so already a tip for you guys. If you want your foundation to be more full coverage, mix in the watermelon glow drops into your foundation. It's much richer when you do that. This is a lot more transparent. So next I have the Tatcha, the silk powder. This retails for $48. I haven't played with any of the products yet that you guys are seeing me try on, so we're trying them on together. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. It says it's good for anti-aging, but but it says that the skincare type that it's mostly good for is oily combination and normal skin. Now I'm dry, so I'm a bit concerned, but we shall see. I also want to make sure to mention that the packaging doesn't feel as luxe as Tatcha usually feels like, but I did read that it's because it has sustainable packaging, so it's a lot lighter. You can tell it doesn't use as much plastic, and I'm completely okay with that. So it says that it's a protective talc-free setting powder that blurs pores, shields from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish. I want to quickly mention that the design in this is fantastic because it doesn't have a bunch of holes that pull too much product out. It's just a tiny little hole, and it just pulls out just enough product so that you don't have powder flying everywhere and you're not wasting the powder. Love it. Okay, I'm going to grab my Kevin Aquan here, the large powder brush. So it does say that it's for skincare concerns of fine lines, wrinkles, pores, and dryness, but it doesn't say it's meant for dry skin, so that concerns me a bit. Let's see how it works on the skin. All right, I loaded my brush up here. As always, I tap a little on and then I work down away from pushing any product into the pore, because I do not want to emphasize the pore. I want to blur. Work down at an angle, and you can go back in and lightly buff. Feels good, feels light. It's a little dry. I can see it settling a bit, but it feels really nice. Very, very light in texture. Let me see what this feels like. I haven't gotten a chance to touch it really and see the consistency here. You know what it reminds me of? You know those rice paper blotting sheets, the powder that sits on them? It feels exactly like that. Like really, really light. You see how it's grabbing a bit of the texture on my fingers there? I feel like it's doing that a bit to my face. Go ahead and do the other side here. This is nice. All right, so here it is. This side I love. And I'm realizing that I wasn't crazy about this side because the foundation is kind of thick, so it's grabbing. Now, this side, the way I layered the foundation and the watermelon dewdrops, the powder looks really great. So if you have a really thick foundation, I'd be very careful about how you apply this powder. But if you blend your foundation really well, and if you're using a lighter translucent foundation, something that's not too heavy or too thick, the powder lays down gorgeous. Like this a lot. Still love my Kojin Dough Hydrating Powder better, but that is because I am combination dry. So if those of you with truly combination skin, those of you who have oily skin are gonna love this, and those of you who use a light touch, let's say with a tinted moisturizer or a really light foundation, you'll love this. All right, next we have Tower 28 Beauty. This is called Beach Please. This is a lip and cheek cream blush. It retails for $20. There are 3 new shades that just came out, and there are 6 shades in total. So it says it's a multitasking tinted balm for ultra glowing lips and cheeks, minus the cakiness and harsh lines. Go ahead now and try this beauty on. So this does say it has green tea extract in it to help with calming the skin and creating antioxidant protection. And it also has aloe vera to help soothe and hydrate the skin. I'm a big fan of cream blushes because I just love the way they melt into the skin. If you're dry, you're gonna love it because it gives a dewiness to the skin. If you're oily, it gives a gorgeous extra like sheen to the skin and mixes with your oils beautifully. If you have normal skin, well, it's just gonna look lovely in general. All right, so I'm doing another layer here. This is gorgeous, you guys. These are really, really nice. Wow. It has the right amount of hydrators without being over the top, and it doesn't get powdery, and the color payoff is really nice. I love this. And I'm not going to mention any names, but for $20, this is better than some of my way more expensive cream blushes. I'm incredibly impressed with this texture and with this color payoff. Let's come in for a close-up so you guys can see here. All right, I'm gonna do the other cheek and then we'll do the lip. Go in here and try this beauty on the lips. Isn't that beautiful? So spring. I live for like a lip cheek palette because I like that it uniforms color on the face. Gives a really nice kind of Victorian look. It's very happy, and I love that. Next, we have the Bite Beauty Upswing Extreme Longwear Liquid Liner, rich in passion flower and agave. So the color's in solid black, retails for $25. Longwear, cruelty-free and vegan, and it states that it is a clean, ultra-pigmented liquid eyeliner made by and for control freaks. Glides on smoothly for precise, stress-free application and extreme long wear. So the ease is that it has a really great tip to it. You're going to take the side of the eyeliner and you just place it on the lash line. And you're basically just stamping it. You take the tip down here and you want to just nick that little V. Eyeliner works in 3 different sections on the eye, and that is the inner corner, which moves this way, the round shape, which moves round the eye this way, and then the tail, which moves out. So the majority of the time you're going to have the brush flat to just stamp across that round edge. You'll move your hand down to nick that little V, and then you'll move your hand out to the side to get the tail. So 3 different moves to create the shape that consists of 3 different parts of the eye to create a cat eye. The best way to do the tail is go to the edge of your lash, place it there, and you're going to go to the edge of the lash line and ever so lightly draw the little line. Once you have that little line, you want to go back inward. And you want to marry that line back to the original line. Once you have that, you just fill it in. Okay, and that is a cat eye. This is obviously much more dramatic. You don't have to take it out that far. The further you take the line out, the more dramatic the eyeliner will be. So back to the product itself. I love the tip. You can really get a lot of control. I like that you can stamp it, use the tip to create really great shapes. I like that it's extra black. I like that it doesn't move. It doesn't irritate or burn my eye. They're a really great product. The only other product I like a bit more than this one is my Tom Ford. It's the dual-ended stick that has the tiny little brush and then the bigger brush. That is the best eyeliner I have ever used. Nothing yet has replaced that, but this is a good eyeliner. For $25, you can't go wrong. All right, so we have both eyes done. Let's go ahead and get into a quick review of my thoughts on the products. Will I buy any of these again? The Glow recipe, I'd absolutely purchase again. I love that I can get a lot of use out of it, not just for skin care, but also to add to my foundation. So an absolute yes when it came to this, and the price is great. The next product I really, really loved and I will be buying more of is the Tower 28 blushes. This was just so pretty. I love it on my cheeks, lips, so gorgeous. I can't wait to get the other ones because they will definitely be my go-tos. Next is the Bite Eyeliner. Really, really like this. It's easy to get on. I think you guys are going to love it because it has such a great applicator tip, extra black. The only reason I'm not wowed about it is because I love my Tom Ford so much, but if Tom Ford wasn't in the picture, this would be my go-to. It's really, really good, and for the price, you just can't beat it. Good product. All right, lastly is Tatcha. This would be a pass for me. I like it. It's just not meant for my skin type. So those of you with combination or oily skin, it's a great, great fit for you guys. I think those of us with drier skin, you can wear this, but just be careful about your application. Once this is through for me, I will not be purchasing it again. That's not to say it's not a really good product. It feels great on the skin, just too dry for me. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Love chatting with you all. And if you guys want to support my channel and you liked any of these products that you see here today, I will have them all linked down below. Please use those affiliate links. It helps me to get a very small commission so that I can purchase more products to share with you guys. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.